Hey guys, how are you? Check out what I learned how to do. Isn't it so cute? I thought it would be a cute intro. Anyways, welcome to my summer composition notebook. I chose purple because I'm in this like feminine energy. Check out my daughter's tape nails. Um, I'm in this like feminine energy thing right now, and purple just seemed like the vibe. Anywho, you won't actually see the cover or anything, but if you've watched previous videos, then you know that my friend Shanice from the Sleepless page, she sent me some happy mail, and these zebra zen tangle pencils, they're mechanical pencils, have been quite a source of joy for me. I am using them, what do you call it? In, excuse Mia, she's making herself comfortable. Go ahead, sweetie. Um, I'm using these in combination with my Mitsubishi pencil, which you can kind of see at the top there, the vermilion and Parisian blue that I always use, and then my rainbow pencil, because those two are like literally dwindling down and I need to get new ones. In the meantime, these zebra pencils come from the Dollar Tree, and of course I have a Dollar Tree near me which I visit quite often, but um, Shanice takes much more time at the Dollar Tree. Number one, she also takes more chances with new um, products. I tend to fall in love with one thing and just stick with it, which is why I think people that have followed me for such a long time are able to kind of just follow along because I literally just love what I love. But I do love these. So these are new. Like I said, they're from the Dollar Tree. So if you have one of those nearby, definitely go check them out. They have other colors. Um, I am noticing obviously that they are a bit light for this YouTube purposes, but you know what? We deal because this is what we've got. And in a little bit, we're gonna be heading in there with watercolor and ink, and you'll be able to see my scribbles a little bit better. But in real life, they are light and awesome for outlining and doodling. I've liked them a lot. I think this might have been, because this footage is a little bit old. It's a little bit old. It's from April, and we're currently in June. It's okay though, as long as the footage gets out there and you guys are able to see how these come together, and I'm able to share. Honestly, I love doodling. I Once I'm set up, like I'm ready to go, but the voiceover part of it, I have to wait until I'm alone, until I'm in the vibe. Usually I like to do it um in the mornings because my voice tends to be a little clearer and I tend to, be able to like just really ramble on about who knows what. I honestly, after we do the voiceover, I don't listen to it again because it's just like, okay, who knows what I've said. Okay, so clearly I've picked up my pen. This is my platinum carbon ink pen. Love this pen. Have been using it for a long, long time. I've always said this, like my pencil drawings feel a little bit naked, a little bit incomplete without a little bit of black ink. So yeah, so I'm adding some butterflies. This doodle came from Instagram or Pinterest, something like that. And she was really minimalist. She had a little, like a really cute color palette, like very greeny and mustardy. Excuse me while I sip on my tea. Um, yeah, I went in a different direction, of course. But that's where that came from. And then We're in a composition notebook, so you can see that I'm not pressing hard on the pen because I am worried about bleed through and all that stuff. Like, this is literally the first page of this journal. And I've done the usual things that I've learned to do when starting a new composition notebook, which is putting a piece of packing tape between the cover and that first page, because there's so much flipping back and forth and wetness that occurs that it just, I believe I picked that up from Heather, Hello Pages. Excuse me. And you do the same kind of thing to the back. And eventually I will add stuff to the cover because I never like this schedule page, on the cover. I call this like my dust magic, like my magic dust. I don't know, something like that. When I do the little dots, I do those often. Those are kind of like my trademark. Tombow Furonosuke in soft tip. For those of you wondering, this one is my preferred of the two for hand lettering and for, loose mixed media stuff like this. After they've frayed a bit from hand lettering, then they get pushed into my mixed media bag. And I mean, it's only happened once so far because things last me a really, really long time. I'm sorry. So here, a bit of hand lettering. I've switched pens. And what is this? Oh my goodness, my eye is itchy. I should reach for my sketchbook so I can read to you the quote because I won't be able to see it from my editing table. As soon as I find it. Okay. So it says, Shakti, the divine feminine cosmic energy, a source of spiritual power and healing, nurturing, loving energy, deep source of strength, wisdom, and healing. And that's the vibe. That's the vibe I'm starting this journal out with. It's the intention of this season, spring, summer. Yeah. I'm completely devoted to self-healing, self-care. Lots of just personal work on myself. And the energy around me. All right, so we're going in with my Derwent watercolor pencil. I love this thing. I use it often. I had the whole set, or I had a set of them. The rest of them are all in storage because the only one I really ever use is the purple one. And this is a neat trick that I picked up from Bree, Documented Journey, was that in order to make like, what do you call those? Shadows seem more natural. The color purple brings out a natural shadow. Especially when you're working with like more flowery or botanical kind of things. I just really enjoy the purple as the underlying. So, that's definitely another, if you can call it, signature of mine. Little bits and pieces that I've collected from other people's suggestions, things that I've heard in their videos, on their lives, the way they do things. And then they move on and I don't. I don't know. I think I've been talking about Brie, talking about that purple for years. I don't know if she still actually does that or not. She does amazing things with her ballpoint pencil, but, and I don't think I'll ever, crack open a brand new composition notebook without thinking about Heather. And I don't know if I will ever live life without thinking about Shanice. No, I'm kidding. But definitely anytime I crack open my watercolors, it just makes me laugh because who would I be as an artist without watercolor? And had it not been for her, I would have never opened this damn tin, or even, practiced or showed up. So I'm grateful to all my friends, all of their inspiration, all of their loving support and encouragement. And then, of course, all of you guys. You know, they have faces and voices in my daily life, but I know there's tons of people who watch my videos and who've been here with me for a very, very long time. And, unfortunately, you're just a number in my view count. Uh, but I, I'm open to chatting, hanging out with you guys, getting to know you, because once upon a time, I didn't know these ladies either. Um, the only one I know in real life is Shanice, because but even that took us a while. Her husband may have thought I was, a little strange, and real life is scary, guys. Behind the camera, it's, we can all laugh together, but real life. There's like an air warning right now because there were fires in Canada. And so even way down here in New York where I am, the air quality is very, very poor. And my kids are at school, and it's just like, holy crap. It's a big, wide world out there. And then at the same time, something like that happens. And it's like teeny tiny. Canada's problem became all of our problem. And I hope everybody's okay. And now I realize that I've dated this video by adding some chitter chatter. But, wherever this video finds you, I hope everybody's okay. I hope we're okay, All right. So, definitely not shy about using all four of my brushes. I prefer round brushes. I have oh my gosh, I haven't said this part in a while. So, I have a 1, a 4, a 8, and a 12. And, yeah, those are my favorite watercolor sizes. My brushes come from Michael's, no big deal. They're like $2 a piece or something like that. My watercolor tin is, oh man. Well, it used to be a MUNGYO Sargento. Do not quote me on that because I don't know if that's actually how it's pronounced, but that's how it's spelled. It's basically Jane Davenport's 3 little tins in one. So there's 48 colors in here. I have over the years replaced a few colors. I have some handmade watercolor. Like I have a mauve up there in the top 4. And then like the Payne's Gray is a Winsor & Newton. I have a yellow gouache like on the 3rd line there. What else do I have? I believe that in the bottom 4th quadrant I have like a red Winsor & Newton also. This is another one of like my favorite things to do. This is like my signature. I don't know. They're all my signature. I don't know what to call it. Anyways, I follow a pattern clearly, and I do what I like. So, I love a splatter, and this comes from my Take 5 Days mixed media. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me today, for spending time with me. Love you. Make sure you subscribe, like it, turn on that little notification bell. Bye.